Now that Chris and Nicole have been married for a whole 9 days, question then becomes: Are you guys going to live together or not?
I think not, because you're gonna have your place if the person gets on your nerves. You gotta have somewhere to lay your head, just in case.
Then what's the point of being married for them as newlyweds?
They're trying to work it out, but so if the person is getting on their nerves, you gotta have a psychological space to just relax.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 8.
But before we get into this, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that like button as well to help us in the algorithm. And we appreciate you and thank you for doing that.
The episode starts off by them driving to Chris's apartment.
So Nicole could see how he's living. She meets the two dogs,
Mhm.
and the dog seems to like her. They greeted her, like dogs do when someone good comes home. They sniffed her, and Coda got so excited at the meeting he started humping a pillow. Nicole thought that was indicative of what Chris is gonna get ready to throw down when they actually do.
She probably was wondering, well, dang, gone, what have these dogs been watching?
That's
From
what dogs do. They hump a pillow. I don't know why she put that and her sexual relationship with Chris together.
I don't know, but what I'll say is this: anytime you walk in the door and a dog is who you just met is waving his or her tail at you, it's a good
It's
sign.
a good
It's
sign.
a good beginning.
Absolutely.
So far so good as far as I'm concerned. In the stark contrast to, I guess it was last season when Justin and Alexis had, I guess, the dog meeting from hell from my end. It just seems like things are falling into place for them at every step of the way so far for these two.
Right. And I liked how they got the animals together.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
later on they met at the dog park. Nicole's dog, I think his name is Charlie. He was well behaved. Um, Charlie, when he met the dogs, they were barking and he just was cool. He was just like, hey.
he was.
And when they took off their leashes, they were running around, and in no time they were sniffing each other and playing with each other, and all was well with the world.
As it relates to their new apartment and all that, Charlie is starting off staying with Nicole's father right now,
Right,
and apparently I think they have some kind of schedule going on where they're going to alternate or something.
right,
Because it's my understanding that only two dogs can be in the apartment,
right.
right? And once they got kind of that issue squared away, Chris decided that he was going to raise or bring up to Nicole another issue that apparently had been on his mind, and that was the issue of their separate leases and how they're going to be up in, what was it, 30 days or something like that, or 90 days or something like that.
Yeah, he said their leases are gonna be up, and he has to decide before her whether he wants to give up his lease or not. He didn't ask her opinion. He actually told her what he was gonna do.
It seemed like he had kind of gone from being an all in, in terms of his behavior to, to maybe,
Pulling back.
yeah, pulling back a little bit of,
Mhm.
in a cautionary kind of way. And, now the reality of day to day life as husband and wife are kicking in. Because of that, may have gotten a little hesitant and said, "Hey, okay, well, maybe I need to do this without, I guess, talking to her at least on camera about it first, and asking, who's to say that they didn't have that conversation off camera prior to?
Okay, but still, I think he didn't tell her the truth of the core of why he wanted to keep his lease. And that's where I think that he is being, again, a little manipulative because he wants her to agree to the situation that he wants. Because if you ask her privately in her confessional, she said she didn't think it was a good idea. If they're married, they need to be together.
From my observation, I think Nicole's perspective and her point of view as it relates to how they should proceed together, with this particular issue falls in alignment with one Pastor Cal.
I just think that the reason why she held her tongue, because this is a diva who will speak her mind. The reason she held her tongue is because she understood that he was pulling back in some way and it made her feel unsure or unsafe. And that's why she didn't say anything. And Nicole gotta understand that she can't hold tight to hold on to a relationship. She just gotta be who she is.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think that I'm not as necessarily convinced that Chris was trying to be manipulative about that. And the reason why I say that is because of this. These two are what, 10, 11 days into marriage.
Hmm.
So they're not going to necessarily be smooth with having the hard conversations, right off the bat. And the reason why is because they haven't had any uh, real hard conversations yet. I mean, they had that one about the dog in Jamaica. This is kind of like a little bit different because it deals with where they're going to live and how they're going to live as a unit. And I don't necessarily know that he and Nicole, I guess, the same for her, are know how to deal with this because this is the first time that they've lived with one
Well,
another.
I'm just saying that we see two times now where Chris has clearly manipulated her into doing something that he wants to do rather than what they want to do. The lease benefits Chris. Nicole wants to move in and stay locked in because she's been thirsty for so long. She wants that security that a man
I
gives.
know she's kind of feisty and she's extroverted and outgoing, but I think she's been kind of restrained in a sense that she's been kind of allowing things to evolve, happen. And the only thing I think that she may be trying to rush is this, just
I
hearing
love you.
Elva.
I gotta have you say I love you. And meanwhile, she should sort of take a guide from him, slow roll a little bit, so that she just walks the same route he is walking and not speed up ahead, because that's when she can possibly get her feelings hurt. And while they were talking about conversations about past hurt who did what
Yeah, they had that.
in Jamaica,
Right.
this is a new experience. And if they were open with that part of their life, they need to be open right now with who they are. And she is entitled to say, "Hey, I don't agree with what you're saying. I think we need to be on lock." Just like Pastor Cal advised them, he told them that they gotta act like they're married.
Agreed. And that's
Their intention gotta be like they're a married couple. So two leases is not gonna work.
I know she kind of yielded to Chris's point of view, so they decided to do
Yeah,
the
they're gonna
separate
do
leases. I
the
don't
the
understand how.
9-month lease.
Yeah, I
That
don't
makes no
understand how
sense.
how how that benefits them, but it is what it is. I guess they'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so.
He also said that he, being Pastor Cal, said that they have a strong foundation and there's a good vibe going on between.
Well, Nicole revealed that they had sex. Knowing that they have sex, I'm surprised and cautious of Chris wanting to keep his apartment. Because, the sex piece can bamboozle a whole lot of people.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it
For
does.
a
Yeah,
period of time.
yeah. You can't do one toe in and one out.
No,
You
no.
got to do either your entire foot in or your entire foot out.
Right.
Right.
And you gotta there's a level of vulnerability you gotta have to be married and to work at it and to be happy. It's something that's always evolving, and you always gotta open yourself. That's why there's a level of trust you have to have with the partner you choose. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Have a good one. Blessings always. We out. Bye bye.